Guys, I want to talk to you about time management tips and how to better manage your time. It's helped me immensely. And I got to ask you this question because I say it to myself all the time. How many times have you wished you had more time in the day to get things done? Being productive and still having time to do things we enjoy can happen if we work at it. I find that I can accomplish a ton of stuff with a to-do list and following a few simple rules. And here they are. I'm going to share them with you guys. The first rule, the most important thing that I do is I make a to-do list every day. I spend 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, either the first thing in the morning or the night before, and I make a list. Listing in order of importance tasks that I need to get done with deadlines. Sometimes I put the hardest tasks first because I know they're easy to blow off. For carpentry, a day might be 30-minute lumberyard run, 30-minute client meeting, 4 hours install window, return phone calls half hour, install window. Anything that is not accomplished goes to the end of the list and goes to the next day's list if I don't accomplish it that day. And guys, if that item makes it to 3 or 4 days in a row without being accomplished, I delete it under the guise that it's simply not that important. Another tip is to sync and use your calendar. You have to. Throw the paper away. Organize your online calendar, your phone, your iPad, your computer. Use it and make sure all your devices are synced, and this is critical. Sync them. Schedule family time, vacations, the gym, whatever is super important to you that you never have time for first. Estimates, carpentry jobs will fill in quickly, trust me. Schedule time to check and respond to emails. I do it 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. And this eliminates the need, the urgency to have to answer that phone or answer that email and get distracted. Designate free time in your calendar. Give yourself time to goof off. Half hour early, get up half hour earlier, half hour at night, read the paper, check emails, surf the internet, social media. These are all huge time sinks, and consider scheduling them and stick to that schedule. Another tip is to handle emails and paperwork once. This is huge, huge. Paperwork, checking emails, checking voicemails, paying bills, typing estimates are all incredible time drains. Consider going paperless is one approach. And by processing paper more efficiently is really where you can get that control. I do this all the time, and this is how I do it. I use the rule of threes, the 3 F's. The 3 F's for emails and paperwork stand for file, forward, and forget. File is straightforward. I file it. Forward is a delegation. I send it forward to somebody else to handle. And forget is to delete it. When filing, I use a generic heading to generate a file with fewer file folders. I make sure to use specific titles and add a date at the end of that file name. For instance, the file might be 2016 estimates. There's probably 100 of them in there. And the file name might be Smith Deck Scope, January 1st, 2016. Another tip is to use technology like email software and specialty software such as accounting stuff like Quicken and QuickBooks, as well as your online banking from your bank. Going paperless and paying bills online, huge time savings. Another tip is to just stay focused on what you're doing. Don't start another task until the first one is done. Eliminate distractions like emails, text, phone, television. And turn off your email on your computer when you're working. When that email pops up, I have this urgency to go look at it. Finish what you're doing first. Finish your estimate. Finish your billing. Break larger tasks down into parts. If it seems huge or overwhelming, and you're overwhelmed by the deadline, break it down into small, manageable tasks. Complete one task at a time before moving to the next, and before you know it, you'll be done. It's over. That's the easiest way to deal with big estimates, a lot of billing, whatever it is, taxes. Another tip is to manage your phone distractions or your disruptions. Answering the phone constantly will reduce your efficiency and your effectiveness. Practice not answering the phone just because it's ringing or your emails just because they show up on your phone. In fact, turn it off. Some approaches you can use are, utilize your caller ID, rescheduling with people a time to chat, maybe take the quick call and say, I'll call you after 5, or can I email you, or whatever. Or you can create a voicemail telling the person calling you when you return calls. For instance, please leave a detailed specific message and the best time to call you back, or please leave a detailed message, I'll call you back after 5 p.m. this evening, or something like that. Look, having no time is a huge excuse that I hear all the time. Remember that by prioritizing, you'll be able to focus on what you do best. Following these tips and controlling interruptions, distractions, it's going to reduce that sense, that stress of constant urgency and that where did the time go feeling. I really hope you guys found this useful. I wrote an article about this on Concrete Carpenter. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Just hit the red subscribe button below. I need your support. I hope you guys do well in everything that you do. Take care.